Morning. Well, let's head her to that last field of canola, get her sprayed before the wind picks up. It's already a little bit breezy. I don't think it's too bad yet though, so let's get out there. Well, we made her to the field. Get this thing folded out. It looks just like that last field, definitely ready to be sprayed. It is a little breezy right now, but I don't think it's bad enough to not spray, so let's get her done. A little bit green down in the low spot over there. Over there you can see that was too wet. Whoop, that was too wet to seed. Over there, I have to go around that spot. Other than that, that was the only spot I had to go around in the field, other than the bush. So yeah, it sure don't look very good at the gate here. Whoa. Awfully thin, but that's at the gate. I don't expect this field to yield good at all, being fresh breaking, but and 3 inches of rain on it, 3 to 4. I guess by the end here, maybe. So I don't know. I have no idea how we're gonna pay for all these inputs with these prices. Input costs are crazy high. Definitely be losing money this year. So last night when I said this is probably the worst field of canola, that the last field we sprayed last night, I said was the worst field of canola. No, this one definitely is. But it should be too when it's fresh breaking, right? So yeah, this looks pretty terrible. It's pretty thin. But it is what it is, I guess. We're over half done field now, so not too windy yet. That's good. We'll get her done and get this thing back home. All the deer tracks in here, deer trails. That's all from deer. Wow. See? There's a deer right there. Oh, look at that. There's going to be a little bit of a sliver there on the right. We'll have to come back for it. But that's okay, because the gate's back there to get out of the field anyway, so that'll work out okay. Just about done here. About an hour. We got her done. Got her done just in time, I think. The wind's starting to pick up. Maybe it's not that bad yet, but we're done anyway. Well, that's it. Desiccating's over. The fall desiccating is done. There is a field where the barley stubble at our farm. Since I never did desiccate that, I was thinking of doing a post-harvest pass on that. Not today, not right now. You know, let it. I see the barley starting to grow back after I harrowed it. Maybe do a pass on it later on when more stuff grows back, kind of thing. But I guess we'll get back to the farm and start getting going over the combine, blowing out the radiator of the combine real good. Now that we got time to do that, let's do that. Get the straight cut header off of it, get it in transport mode, and then later today maybe take the combine to the in-laws, and then when the wife's off work, she can pick me up and bring me back and start slowly moving stuff down there, because I don't think we'll be combining down there the next couple days, but I was hoping this weekend we'd start combining down there. I guess we'll see. Made her back to the farm. I almost forgot the grain check is ready to pick up at the elevator there for the grain I hauled in so far. So I'm going to run to the elevator, grab that for some cash flow. I'm sure there's a bunch of bills that are in the mail, need to be paid. So run to town this morning, do that. And then we'll jump over to the combine after that, I guess. Get the header off and blow the radiator out, all that kind of stuff. So odd jobs the rest of the day. Kind of a gloomy day. It's cloudy. The sun's not out. It's hiding behind the clouds there. Almost looked like it was going to rain at first, but I don't think it's gonna. Anyway, back from town. Well, that's a nice feeling. Got a little bit of cash flow. Sure ain't gonna last very long. The amount of grain I hauled into there and the cash I got back, holy, that's not good. But what do you do? Anyway, while I was in town though, check it out. Chain and sprocket for the old 230 Sport Quad. The auto parts store that got me the chain and rear sprocket for the 230, they can't get their hands on the front sprocket, which is the worst shape sprocket. So I guess I'll call a Suzuki dealer somewhere and see if I can get it through them or something. It's got to be somewhere I can find a sprocket for that old thing. I know I have in the past, but that was quite a while ago. Hopefully it's not like impossible to get now. Not that I'm going to ride that thing a lot, but it just, like, if I put a new sprocket on now, then that sprocket should last quite a while. The amount that I'm going to ride it. Anyway, that's a project for way later on after harvest or something. But well, we'll park the old service truck beside the combine here, I guess, and start blowing out the radiator of the combine again. Blow it out real good. So maybe with these cooler temperatures, whenever we fire up combining again, the old massy will not overheat and have to shut down here and there. Like I don't think I've had that problem before. I wonder if it's because that radiator's gummed up with since I washed it, or was it since that hydraulic line blew? Not sure, but anyway, we'll blow it out real good before we start up again and get that straight cut header off, I guess. Let's go. So before we start blowing the radiator out of the combine, let's figure out which way the wind's going. I think it's a south wind today. If we blow it out here, it's going to blow right back in our face and swirl around kind of thing. I'm going to move the combine way out over there kind of thing. So when you blow all that dust, it blows it away from you. So let's fire it up and move it somewhere out in the open. It's kind of nice to blow out radiators when it's a little bit breezy. It blows that dust right away from you. So find a nice spot here. I think right here will work good. There's a nice breeze blowing the dust that way. Open her up. When we blow it out, the dust will go away from us, not right in our face. I like that. So I started blowing the radiator out in the field here kind of thing, bale yard, whatever. And I was like, why am I using the portable welder, running that, and the little air compressor in the truck? Why don't we drive it around to the yard and use the big air compressor in the pump house there to blow it out? That makes a lot more sense. The airflow in the yard there won't be quite as good probably. It might not blow that dust away as good, but let's take it over there and try it. That air compressor is a lot bigger. It'll work better. So let's drive it over to the yard and try it there. Well, it works okay. Actually, no, it doesn't. Blowing the radiator out in the yard here, there's not enough wind movement to take the dust away. Blows it right back, and I'm covered in dust. I might take it back out in the field and try that way out there. Oh, itchy shit. The ladder's handy. Throw the ladder on the combine somewhere and pack it over there. And then use the portable welder and the air compressor in the truck to do it. It's a lot better than it was, that's for sure, but we got the time, we may as well keep at her for a while yet. Well, here we are about an hour later. I still haven't moved. It's just my way of coping, I guess, and thinking out loud. It's getting better, but I think I should not have tried to wash it out with that water wand. and I didn't let it dry long enough maybe or something, because there's little tiny chunks coming out of there. I don't know, unless it was from the, either that or it's from the hydraulic line that blew, maybe, I don't know. Man, it's got to be better than it was. You look at it, it looks clean. You know? I don't know. But like I say, we got time. I don't have to finish this right now. I can just leave it, go do something else and come back to it. Oh man, I wish those nylon blocks would show up for the grain trailer. I'd go fiddle with that for a while and then come back to this and go back to the grain trailer, you know what I mean? Mix it up a bit. And that air compressor recharges pretty quick compared to that one on the back of the truck. One in the back of the truck, if you just keep blowing it, you just lose, you know, pressure obviously, and you stop, let it charge again. It takes quite a while to build full pressure. That's kind of why I wanted to do it in the yard here. With that big compressor, it just works better. Just the airflow isn't the best right here. You get blasted with dust when the wind swirls, you know. And I want it to go up to the top, blow it, the radiator out from the inside out. Well, the way the wind's going, it just blows it right in your face, and yeah, no. So maybe I'll do, bulls fighting. Maybe I'll do that out in the field, park it accordingly, and use the little air compressor to blow it from the inside out and try that. I don't know. I want to get it nice and clean so they don't have that overheating problem again. Because I know I've combined when it's 32 degrees and it's never overheated in the past. So it's got to be because I screwed up and used the water wand and didn't let it dry properly or something. Anyway, we'll keep going here for a while yet. Oh, and by the way, if you ever happen to do this, find a blowgun with the rubber tip. That way, if you accidentally touch it against those fins, that rubber does have a little bit of give compared to a steel end. If you're blowing in there and you accidentally hit the fins with that steel blow nozzle, you bend the fins, and it's not good. I find these rubber tip blow guns work the best. And it seems like that tiny little hole at the end of the rubber has more pressure too or something. Works good. Man, it seems like it's pretty decent. Like if it's just dust coming out of there, you're not going to get all the dust out. Like it's got to be literally plugged with dirt if it's overheating. I got an idea. I'm gonna go grab the spotlight, and we'll shine the spotlight from this side pointing in towards the motor. Crawl up to the top, look down in there and see how much light we can see through, or see if we can see any light shining through there. I want to try that. Let's try that. Turn it on, and let's set it right there. We should be able to see it from the other side. Let's go up top and see. Okay. Oh boy. I don't see any light shining through there. Are we looking in the wrong spot or what? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, no. Thank God. You can see it down there? See it? That's the light shining through right there. You can see it on the radiator a little bit too. See it? See it there in the middle of the screen? Okay, well, I mean, if there's light shining through, it is not plugged solid. But, oh wow, look at the dust in here. Let's take the light, move it over to this side of the radiator and see if we can see light coming through here. Can you see the spotlight down there? Shining somewhere right about here. Can we see? Oh yeah. Yep. See it? Right there. It's got to be a lot better than it was. We blew it out in the field the last day we combined with it. But he said it did help. It definitely helped. And I think he did have to stop once or twice to let it cool down on that 30 whatever degree day. 30 some degrees. So it's still not the best. Let's get the light out of there, fire it up, and blow it out some more that way. Oh yeah. So I started shining the light and looking from this side. Hang on. And I can see that in certain spots there is some gunk stuck in there. I don't know if it'll show up on the phone because it's hard to shine the light. And oh yeah, you can kind of see in there. See, that one's good. That's all good. Now where was that spot where it's all gunked up still? Right. See some stuff way back there? It's hard to tell on the phone, but I don't know. I think that's good. Or not good, but better. We'll keep going on. Oh, there's some. You can see right there. See it? That's that fuzz. Sow thistle, dandelion fuzz probably. You can see it back there. It looks white or yellow actually on camera. So if we can get all that garbage out of there. Oh, there's a bunch more there. See it? Maybe that's what's part of the problem. Yeah, well, we'll just keep picking away at her. Yeah, you can clearly see it there. Hey, when you were told to blow out the radiator of the tractor or the combine or whatever, did you get sidetracked like I do and start doing stuff like this? Then start blowing dust off like down there. All of a sudden start blowing dust right in there. There. Was that just me? So I'm going to spend more time blowing the radiator out of that combine. But I'm going to change it up a little bit right now. Fire up the peat. Let it warm up. Take it down to the in-laws. And then when the wife's done work, she'll come down there, pick me up, bring me back here. And then we'll slowly get things moved down there the next couple days. And I'm hoping the weekend we can start down there. But I don't know, it might not be till after the weekend, maybe middle of next week. I don't know. Some of it was nice and ripe, and then some of it was green spots, tinge of green sort of thing. So I don't know. Wonder when I sprayed that. When did we spray that? No, that was only just a few days ago, was it not? Kind of handy having the old King Quad fired up here, because I had all the trucks parked in the bale yard, and then drove the combine around from the bale yard to the yard where the pump house is, where the air compressor is, to blow the rat out. So if the King Quad wasn't in the yard and not running, I'd have just walked around. It's good exercise, right? So it's going to make me lazy. Like, I got to try stay in shape as best I can for this coming sledding season. Anyway, let's fire up the old girl here and air it up, warm it up, and then we'll head her down to the in-laws right away. She gonna go? Oh yeah. Okay, we take this thing down to the in-laws and those nylon blocks show up. It'll be kind of a pain to do it way down there, but we could do it. So I'd rather do it in our yard right here, but since I have everything in the service truck, we should be able to do it down there. Only thing I'm wondering, I've never seen them before. I don't know how they work. So maybe you guys can tell me, when we take this old pillow block off, we could just cut that off, right? I'm not worried about getting the old stuff off. Same with the U-joint here. That's probably so seized in there that it hasn't took grease for I don't know how long. Seized. This is going to be seized on the shafts. So I don't know. I might just try find a new one, a new U-joint too. But this here, this is going to have to be slid off the shaft, right? So I could just cut that off. Oh, I see. It's just two little bolts. Comes down. You could cut that off quite easily. But how does the new stuff go on? Like the nylon blocks? Do you got to slide it over the shaft here? Or is it pieced together? Or how does that all work? I've never seen it. I'm hoping we don't have to slide it on the shaft. It'd be easier because this is paint's all peeled and you'd have to take a wire wheel, buff that all up nice, repaint it sort of thing. So I don't know. I guess we'll deal with that when we get the nylon blocks. But I should have probably tried to get a new U-joint as well. I'm sure this is going to be seized in there. That's probably half the problems, along with the seized bearings. Oh, those are going to be... bolts are probably just seized. Maybe I'll just cut them off. We'll see. We'll see. We'll deal with that when the nylon blocks come. There might still be time to get them on before we start combining. We'll see. Anyway, she's aired up, warmed up. Let's head her down to the in-laws. Well, we're back at our farm here. The wife picked me up. Give me a ride back to our farm. Guess what this is? After I just took the peat all the way down to the in-laws, those nylon blocks came in. She didn't tell me till we got to the in-laws' yard. And she says, oh yeah, something came in the mail today, here. And I was like, oh, I wish I knew this before I brought the truck down, but whatever. I don't think it's too... I don't think it's too big of a job. Like if you look, I assume these ones go like up on the handle there, kind of up towards where you crank it. And it's almost like there's two per handle or whatever, so they must go like this. One like this, one like that, to, make a hole like that, right? Then you got to drill your own holes, I guess. I didn't realize that, but it's just nylon. It should be pretty easy to drill. And since we got the service truck that's got everything in the service truck, we should be able to do it. But yeah, and then these other blocks are down on your, down like almost underneath the gate. It's two-piece. It's a two-piece thing. So hang on. So here, that would go like that. No, like this probably. And then this part would go like that. And then it goes, just like a pillow block sort of thing with a bearing in it, but there's no bearing. Drill your own holes where you need to, and so yeah, a guy could probably just cut those old bearings off, and we don't have to slide anything up and down the shaft or whatever, so that should be a little handier. Yeah, should be pretty easy. And it was like $108. I don't know why I was thinking it'd be more than that, but I did. So yeah, I don't know what all the bearings would cost to replace, but probably more than $108. Let's go throw this in the service truck and then get back to that combine for the rest of the day, I guess. Alrighty. Back to this thing. So, it's supposed to be windy, even windier tomorrow than it was today. Tomorrow would be a good time to blow this out too, and it would help blow that dust away. I kind of wanted to do those nylon blocks on the grain trailer tomorrow now that we got them. Well, I guess that's not going to take all day, so we could do both, I guess. But to kill the day, I'm gonna keep blowing this out a little more because there's still like little bits, almost like little tiny pellets. That when you blow on it, it comes back and hits you in the face. So I think when I used that water wand, it turned to mud, got it wet, and then it dried after using it, and kind of plugged it here and there. So now that it's dried up, and then I'm blowing it out, it's blowing all that crap back out of there. So hopefully with the rest of today and even tomorrow, we'll fart around with that again. Hopefully we'll have this radiator fairly clean, and we won't have to worry about overheating again. Okay, the wind switched directions. It's blowing it right in my face now. It's all swirling around in here. Oh, it just works so good with that big compressor though. It keeps up with the blow nozzle on all the time, right? It'd be nice to go out in the middle of the field where the wind is strongest, right? And blow the dust away from you, but a little compressor in the back of the truck, it works, but how can we position the combine right in the yard here so that it's gonna carry that dust away from us? I don't know if that's any better, but let's try it. Might be better. I sure hope so. It is a little better, but the wind dies down and then it kind of swirls and then it picks up and it blows it away. So when the wind picks up, it does blow it away from me. That's nice. But there, it just died down, so it's coming right back in my face. Anyway. Oh, stop being whiny, I guess, and just get her done. Well, geez, I'm getting kind of fed up blowing this radiator out. Holy, I've been doing this not all afternoon, but from after lunch to the time we took the Pete down to the in-laws and then come back and blow it out tomorrow, and then I'm going to do some more tomorrow. When you break it up like that, it doesn't feel that bad. If you were to blow it out steady, straight through, yeah, it would get pretty tiring. But I think I'm going to call that good for tonight. It's starting to get dark. Blow it out tomorrow some more. And I think by the time I'm done with this, if it overheats, I'll eat my shorts. So the wind's kind of dying down a little bit, or it's coming in gusts or whatever, and my eyes are burning so bad. All that barley dust, wheat dust, and every other kind of dust in there. Man, I think I'm going to call her good. Good enough for tonight anyways. And then, come back tomorrow and do some more. But before we go, check this out. Take this light, shine it through there. You can see it. Where'd it go? There it is. So, I mean, this radiator's, it's not like it's plugged solid, so that's good. Oh, what was it? Oh, maybe a little bit plugged there. Oh no, you can see the light. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like that one's plugged solid, so I think we're going to be good, because I've never spent this much time blowing the radiator out on this thing. You know, you spend an hour or two at the start of the season. Oh yeah, that's good. But I think what did it was when I used that water wand and I didn't commit like I should have. I think somebody even commented that too. You got to commit now that you started, or it's going to be worse or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but yeah, I probably should have not used the water wand, because as soon as you use that water, like I said, it turns to mud inside there, and then you'll never get it out unless you wash thoroughly that whole thing. But I think we've got most of it out now. Like there was quite a bit down in here, in this area. And now when you take the blow nozzle, oops. It's probably hard to tell on camera there, it's dark, but there's not a lot coming out there anymore. Whereas when we first started this earlier today, there was quite a bit coming back in my face. And so, I mean, you're not going to get all of the dust out of there, but you want to get the solids out so it's not blocking the airflow, right? That's why it's overheating. Like this one still has dust coming out if you look close, see if it shows. See? But the light still shines through, so that's got to be just dust stuck to the, inside there. And dust don't matter that much. It's the chaff and stuff that's stuck inside there that's not allowing the airflow. That's what you want to get. I think I've got, well, at least I got this bottom part from here down this area really good, and then here this area good. It's awkward to reach way up top there. See, like there's still quite a bit of dust up top coming out. So if we spend tomorrow morning or something on the top part, I think that'll have her, and then maybe tomorrow afternoon tackle those nylon blocks for the grain trailer. That'll be tomorrow's projects. Finish the combine. Oh, my eyes are just burning. That'll be tomorrow's projects, I think. And then, yeah, see what happens after that. I still haven't went home yet. But this time I'm done. Wow, my itchy. Oh. Anyway, call that good enough for today. Well, this time I'm going to walk around to my truck instead of taking the old King Quad. But if you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching. We'll probably see you tomorrow.